Hello everybody, I'm back yet again for another video along with my Skype guest LeadsFan18.
Hello.
This video is going to be a Christmas shout-out video for a lot of people, even though it's after Christmas. So I want to wish y'all a very Merry Christmas. Mine wasn't the greatest, and I'll explain why probably in the description box or if someone asks me in the comments. But anyway, here we go. First of all, I would love to get a Christmas shout out to LeadsFan18, who's with me right now, of course, as a Skype guest.
Oh yeah.
And for those of you who haven't known this, Mark now owns a 3DS.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I also have Press Your Luck for the Wii as well now.
Yep. Another shout out goes to Aubrey S 1987 TV Studios, who's done some great videos up since he's had his Odd06 channel.
And over 4 years in running.
Actually, I think it's been on YouTube since 2006.
I think you're right about that. But what I meant was 4 years in terms of videos.
Right. Another shout out's going to A-Pizzle90, who's a really big wrestling fan.
Not to mention football.
Yeah. Another shout out goes to Jay Van Diesel, aka Jonathan, or JVD as we call him, who's a fan of John Cena. And another shout out for Newkirk G-Man 2, who's been friends with me since earlier this year.
Since September, I think?
Probably. Another one goes to Ben Mason Television, who's got a review up of Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut and The Legend of Zelda. Another shout out goes to Matthew V21688, who is currently doing season 3 of his run of Big John's Card Sharks. If you have not seen his latest episode, you should go check that out. And of course, another shout out for Alex Hull, who has done his 25 days of wheel, and I still don't know who the winner is for the overall jackpot. And
well, my 25 days of wheel is over, and Justin, I can tell you that you did not win the jackpot overall.
For your side?
Yeah, for my side, you did not get the overall jackpot. It went to Rodney.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and another shout, if I didn't do this already, another shout out goes to Rodney1279, who has his own version of Card Sharks, and he's doing a tournament right now, in which I am one of the finalists.
Mm-hmm.
And another shout out goes to Angie2343.
Now, we haven't seen her on Skype too much lately.
Nope. And I'll give another shout out to the Gamerman16, aka Brandon, who just recently opened up a Skype account.
Yeah. In fact, I was actually talking with him last night.
I was too, but through the chat box. Another shout out goes to Sam, aka Anime Fan 1994 Gamer 18, who used to be known as 13 Gigome 15 and Sam 1994 Game. And Steve Mankay 1987 gets a shout out as well, because he's a big wrestling fan and he's a big game show fan, and he's got a lot of Sega Genesis games, but he doesn't have any Sonic the Hedgehog games, at least that I know of. And another shout out. This one is usually never heard of Mark, but this one goes to Ben Combs 1990.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of him.
Right, but he's a really big video game fan, a really big fan of old video games. I talked with him before on Facebook.
Yeah, so like Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, and all those.
And all those old games, yeah. And even though he's no longer on YouTube, well, his account is still up, but he doesn't do videos anymore. But Booger Boy Meister gets another shout out because he's a very funny guy, and he does he's done some great video vlogs and whatnot.
Yeah, and he's also had like 1 billion Xbox 360s break on him.
Well, he's had a lot. And recently...
Well, it's not really 1 billion, but you probably would know what I mean.
That's right. But he recently his Xbox broke on him.
The original one.
Yeah. And I'll give another shout out to Eric, aka A4UR8.
Another good friend of ours.
Yeah, he does a bunch of singing videos, where he sings songs. I'd say he does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And the Zachman18 gets a shout out as well, because he and I have been friends, I think, for over a year now.
Yeah.
And he's a very good minute-to-win-it player on the Wii version. He's the only...
Yeah, Zach's got some good videos up, too.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever seen him win the $1 million in a full game of Wheel of Fortune for the Wii.
Well, actually, Justin, I found out from the first part of Ben S71287's $4 million challenge yesterday that the Zatman18 apparently did win the $1 million on Wheel for the Wii one time, but he didn't film the bonus round segment of that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. And Zach, if you're watching this, next time you do you need for Wheel for the Wii and you win the $1 million, film the bonus round, dude.
Alright. Who else gets a shout out? I'll give one to B. Jockard, who's got a bunch of NES games.
Yeah, I think he's got over 150 of them.
And another shout out goes to C3PO626, and as well as
Mr. Apparatus Methane.
As well as MB Sports and Games.
Yeah.
And you're gonna like this. Leafman813 gets a shout out as well, and he's done some videos of recently he's been doing the Christmas cast celebration, which he was playing some games of Wheel of Fortune for the PC, the 1998 version.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle, aka KMH4021, gets a shout out as well, because recently he when we were doing Card Sharks on Rodney's side, he did some sound effects and all that. And another one goes out to Patrick Butler 21, aka VG Chronicles, as well as STCL23, and Patrick Butler 1981, who's done some video game videos, as well as a few rants about, one of which being the Tom and Jerry Spotlight Collection. And another shout out goes to RoboRazor1, who I've been friends with for over a year, as well as to NWB 1989.
Yeah, our good buddy Nick, in other words.
Right. You know what? I haven't really seen too many of her videos, but I'll just give her a shout out anyway. VWelts92.
Yeah, V-Ron.
Yeah. Oh, and this I'll make this my last shout out. It's for Ben S71287, who recently lost his grandmother, and I think it was on the day that I had my 2-year anniversary on YouTube.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm so sorry to hear about that.
May Benny's grandmother rest in peace.
Yeah, and actually, no, I'll do one more shout out just in case I didn't, even though I think I did. Ben Mason Television.
You did Ben Mason already.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm sorry if I did not mention your name, but to everybody out there on YouTube, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you all for my next video.